What's up, guys? John here, Titan Talk Tuesday. So we are in full effect here. Now, you guys are actually on Instagram are starting to get to see the graphics. And the graphics might be a little bit big. We got to work on the formatting, but this is our first time. Now we know we can do this. You guys are going to get the exact same show as Facebook without having to go over to Facebook. So it's awesome. Looks good. I'm really, really pumped about this. So now we are all in sync. We have the graphics worked up, dial those in, and we're going to be perfect, man. So you guys are going to love this. Big Drew's going to love this. I'm excited. So we got an awesome show for you guys before we get into the show this weekend. So I'm sure if you guys have looked at the story and checked the story out, you might have seen what we did on Saturday. So what did we do on Saturday? The first thing was we had Iron Bay Classic. And that was from, 9 a.m. all the way to like 4 p.m. And then shooting over to St. Petersburg for St. Pete Fashion Show. The Titan Medical Center presents St. Pete Fashion Art Week, the fashion show portion and all that. And we were in it. We had our models in it. We got to show a whole bunch of cool new fashions that we had, which is pretty cool. People like your medical center. But we obviously have these brand of clothes too. So it's really, really awesome. It's different out there. So we want to diversify what we're doing and stuff like that. So really, really cool. So it was just a busy day and night all together. So I'm sure you guys seen us. We went out a little bit afterwards, kind of celebrated because it was a major success as far as us. It's our second year doing that, and I was really, really proud of what we brought there. So I can't wait for next year. I'm glad we got around the COVID and everything like that. So awesome about that. I was really, really happy. I didn't think it was going to happen this year, but it did. Big shout out to Donna Crowley for St. Pete Art and Fashion Week and the fashion show, putting everything together and stuff like that, venue and all that good stuff. And then big shout out to Jose Santiago Santran on the Iron Bay Classic. Great, put together, awesome, new venue. Everything went really well, and just learning and progressing each year and getting better and better. And that's what it's all about. Learning from your mistakes, dialing it in, and keep moving up that ladder. So let's get into the therapy of the week. So therapy of the week this week actually entails 3 different therapies. And it's not the Titan trifecta. It is the end of summer specials. So every summer we come at you guys with specials, and specifically our summer package specials, which had our ECA Stack Plus, our Titan Up, and our Titan Fat Burner Cream. And you can intermix these different things one way or the other, and it would help you guys as far as discounts on these items. And you guys can call up and you guys can find out about the prices of these items. And I'll go over what these items are, these therapies, and how they'll help you guys, especially it's end of summer. You know what? It's end of summer, but you always want to look your best. And if you're not in a warm state like us in the state of Florida, because we need to be in shape all the time because it's usually pretty warm here. There's only a couple weeks where it might get like 30s or a little cold, and it's not that bad. But if you're going into the winter, okay, you want to stay lean through the winter. If you can stay lean through the winter and just gain clean, quality, lean mass, or just be healthy and stay active, you guys will have a lot easier going into next summer into your beach body or pool body. So, plus you always want to look good. Whether you have a partner that you've been married to for 30 years or you're trying to meet women, especially in this new day of COVID. I feel bad for you bachelors out there or bachelorettes, how the current situation and scenario is out there. It's just really, really crazy. I even told Sharice, I'm like, thank God I don't have to go through this because I don't know what I would do. Does she got COVID? Did you get a rapid test? Where's your negative? Where's your positive? You're trying to find out the results, right? Crazy. So thank God, thank goodness. But these different therapies, how they'll help you guys. So ECA Stack Plus, let's talk about it. Ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. A couple different things in here. The ephedrine and the caffeine are going to give you energy. They're going to make you concentrate better, so you should be able to focus in a little bit better than you usually do. But it raises core temperatures too. So get that body warm, start burning some fat. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate it. I got the crew neck on today, not the V-neck. But yeah, so ECA Stack Plus. So ephedrine and caffeine are going to help with the fat burning process as far as helping you metabolize fat faster in the body, raising core temperature. It will help you breathe too a little bit better. So when you're doing cardio and stuff like that, it'll open up the capillaries. It'll obviously give you energy. You won't need any energy drinks or those bad things, or have to drink a ton of coffee or anything like that. I take one a day, good, natural, clean energy throughout the day. Plus, my body is metabolizing and hopefully burning this fat. So that's just one aspect of it. The second one, tighten up. So tighten up was one of our first injectable therapies as far as vitamin amino acid goes. Really, really good combination here. A lot of different good things for you guys, especially for boosting the metabolism naturally, helping the nervous system, skin, hair, nails, along with energy proportion from a lot of the different things that are in here, helping with liver health too as well, and blood flow and stuff like that. So let's talk about what's in Tighten Up specifically. So it has MIC, methionine, and acetyl, and choline. These things are going to help you process fats through the body faster, specifically the liver and stuff like that. It's going to aid in boosting the metabolism along with your B complex. So B complex is going to cover a number of different things. They're going to give you benefits as far as energy, nervous system, hair, nails, skin, like we were talking about, and a lot of different other things. B12, obviously for energy, you guys know that. B12 is like a common household name. That's what I like to say. Everybody knows what B12 is. Usually when we talk about giving shots or injections at, like health clubs or wherever we set up, when somebody asks us what we have, so they say, do you have B12? That's like the most common response. Or even when you're telling somebody, it's like a little B12 shot, a little B12 insulin needle. And people usually recognize that or know that, which, like I said, it's just like a household name. So you'll have B12 in there. You'll also have leucine, which is a branch chain amino acid. It's one of the three. It's an essential branch chain amino acid. And what essential means is you need to get it from an outside source. So your body doesn't produce this amino acid, leucine, and it's going to aid with weight loss, not going into catabolic effect and losing muscle, with gaining lean muscle, all right? L-carnitine, also good for weight loss, blood flow, and a number of other different things, but then in particular. So having these all combined in one injectable therapy, a little B12 insulin needle, is going to help you guys naturally, and it's going to give your body what it needs. Now, ECA Stack Plus, along with Tighten Up, right? These are two. The third one, fat burning cream. So the Titan fat burning cream is really, really cool. It works topically, and how it works is it basically shrinks the fat cells in the area, it dehydrates the area, and it gives the area a better aesthetic look. It will get rid of some of the problem areas. If you're wanting to wear a bathing suit, we originally made it for women, okay? But guys can use this too. All these therapies, especially this one. Guys, I've seen use it on their neck, tighten areas. Anywhere in the skin, it's pretty much going to tighten up, and it's going to give it a nice appearance there, okay? So, along with ECA Stack Plus, Tighten Up, and the Titan Fat Burning Cream, you can mix and match these combinations in different ways. We have different price points. If you'd like to know about those price points or more information about those summer packages, I want you to call or text 727-389-3220. But using these three, so you're going to use ECA Stack Plus, which is a capsule you could take, your Tighten Up, which is injectable with a little B12 insulin needle, and you're going to have the Titan Fat Burning Cream, which is topical. So you're going to have an oral version, an injectable version, and a topical version to help you along with weight loss goals, along with other benefits too as well. Energy, cognitive enhancement, focus is what I mean there, okay? You're also going to get a lot of different great things out of the B complex, B12, L-carnitine, the MIC, and leucine that are in Tighten Up. Along with the Titan Fat Burning Cream, it will give you guys a perfect combination of those three to get you guys a great result. Or if you say, listen, I just want to use two of these, it will be good in that light too as well. So you guys can mix and match. Get the discounts before they go away, because I don't know how long this. I mean, Labor Day was technically the end of summer, and the girls asked me, can we do this, these summer packages one more week? So I was like, you know what? We'll do it one more week. So I hope you guys do like them and like using those different ones. Free t-shirts. Okay? Yeah, I like the t-shirt. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like, I haven't even done traps in a while, so I appreciate it, Stacey. All right? Okay, so let's talk about some of the different things that are out there as far as some news, and it ties in with what we do health-wise. So Dr. Fauci, if you guys don't know who Dr. Fauci is, he's head epidemiologist of the government, I guess, at that point, and he's leading this different thing as far as COVID-19. So they asked him in an interview this last week about what he takes supplement-wise or what he would recommend for people out there. He said, a lot of these different, like they talked about elderberry syrup and, like a couple different like home remedies as far as that goes, or supplements. And he said pretty much those don't work or are not going to work very well. The two that he did name, and he said that he takes these personally. One was vitamin D, and the other one was vitamin C. So let's talk about vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential, especially for your immune system, renal functions, and a lot of other different things. Actually, vitamin D is a hormone when we talk about it. And I know, vitamin D, you're like, it's a vitamin. No, really look it up. It's a hormone. But it's key and essential, especially for immune function. So a lot of people say, well, you live in Florida, or I get a lot of sun, or I eat a lot of foods that have vitamin D in it, so I shouldn't be deficient. Well, the truth is that we do a lot of vitamin D testing here. And vitamin D, a lot of people are deficient or on the lower end that didn't even know or wouldn't even think that they are, especially me. I'm one of them. Sharice is another one. So at that point, vitamin D will help as far as boosting your immune function and hopefully lowering your susceptibility to infections in general. So that just doesn't go for COVID-19. That goes for everything out there as far as affecting your body and possibly getting sick. So that was one, okay? And the best thing you can do to check this is to get a blood test just for vitamin D. You can tell through a vitamin D test, which we run for $30. If you nationwide, our services are nationwide for you guys tuning in. So you guys can utilize our services anywhere in the country. Every service we have, especially our blood testing. So vitamin D can be tested by blood, and you want to test it to make sure. The main thing about vitamin D, which is a hormone, is that it's oil-based, right? And it stays in the fat of your body. So at that point, you want to make sure, because it will build up in your body if you take too much of it. And that can be toxic to you as well. So you want to make sure that you're good there and you're tested and you know exactly where you're at, okay? The next one, vitamin C. So vitamin C is an antioxidant. An antioxidant, they say, is going to help you get through colds faster, hopefully build the immune system or support immune function. So at that point, these different things in your body working at optimal levels. He said up to 1 gram a day. If you don't know what a gram is, that's 1,000 milligrams, okay? And that's what a gram is. So at that point, you can take 1,000 milligrams. Now, on these things, you can do injectable. And let me tell you what I want to do injectable. So injectable is the fastest transportation rate and a higher absorbency that you're going to take from an oral or a powdered form. And the only other way that you're going to get into the bloodstream faster is by an IV. And that's just not for the everyday person to do, okay? Not even myself. And I have my nurse practitioners, the doctor, I have the staff here to do it, and I just can't find the time, or at that point, I don't really want to sit with a needle in my arm for 45 minutes, where I can do those injections within 1 minute, little baby insulin needle, and I'm still getting a great effect. I know exactly what I'm getting, and I'm helping my immune system at the same time. And like I said, these two are essential for the body as far as getting over colds, helping support immune function, and hopefully help lowering susceptibility to infections out there. So these were just two of the vitamins. And I read this probably about 3 or 4 days ago. Today I seen one about men's health kind of knocking it. I was like, you guys are going to knock a doctor? I was just talking to Art and Sharice about it. I'm like, you really can't knock the doctor, especially with vitamin D and vitamin C. I mean, these things have a lot of testing behind them too as well. And we know just by blood if you are deficient in some of these different things. And you will need it if you're deficient, okay? So that's a fact. So without that, you want to just make sure you guys are doing the right thing, getting doctor monitored, making sure everything's prescribed. And at that point, you guys can get the best for your bodies. All right, so the next thing, let's move on. So I read today that Pepsi is releasing like a sleep drink, okay? And it's called Drift Well, okay? So Pepsi decided that, we need to come, to, make some new kind of product. And at that point, because of the pandemic, people are having insomnia at a higher rate, and they're cracking teeth at a higher rate. Those were just two of the different things that I looked up. So at that point, PepsiCo is coming out with Driftwell. And how did they come up with this? So they ran they ran a contest basically on the inside of their business with all the employees and see who could win. So obviously somebody came up with Driftwell, and it was a sleep aid. Okay, this was going to help somebody relax before they went to bed, because a lot of people, they can't relax. They have all this anxiety with everything going on in the world today, because every day is just unpredictable. We have no idea what's going to change, what's going to happen, what's going to go down. So at that point, people are more anxious than ever and have anxiety or PTSD or problems sleeping and all these different things. So they decided they were going to come up with this. It's so far, I looked at it, was pretty cool, I guess. Now, the main things that are in it. Now, you can also get this in injectable form in our Titan Serenity. Two of the main components in it. One was L-theanine. So L-theanine was in it. It should help as far as relaxing you, social anxiety and stuff like that. L-theanine is one of those calming down things. Magnesium, the exact same thing, plus other benefits. It also helps distribute hormones and everything such. So these two components are really, really cool. Now, Pepsi was like, listen, we're going to release this. There's scientific data behind this. Obviously, that's why it's our injectable, Titan Serenity. And we've had that for years. It used to have GABA in it, which was really, really effective. But we had to take that out, and L-theanine and the magnesium and taurine too as well. So we go one step above and beyond of what this is in. But they think this is going to be really, really good as far as that goes. It could be. I have no idea. They're kind of knocking the competition, because the competition, they said, is using like CBD as far as that goes, and it's not really proven like L-theanine and magnesium are. Okay, so that's why we go with these different things. So at that point, if you guys are looking to relax, you don't need to drink a Pepsi, sleep, or Driftwell. You guys can get Titan Serenity and go to sleep very, very sound. Hopefully stay asleep and go to sleep, because those are the two main things that usually affect people. Either they can't go to sleep, or they go to sleep and they wake up every hour on the hour. So hopefully this will help you guys. Titan Serenity. But this was about Pepsi Driftwell. It's funny. All right, so drone deliveries are testing right now. Really, really cool. So there's only 3 companies that have been approved for drone delivery by the FAA. And that is UPS, Walmart, and Amazon. So at that point, really, really cool, because Walmart's been doing this, I guess, for a while. And they've already did like 200,000 deliveries, I guess. So they're going to start delivering household items and then health and wellness items on demand. And they wouldn't name what these items were for health and wellness. Now, they've delivered medical supplies, I guess, through different countries already and stuff like that. So I guess this system is pretty good. So I'm pretty excited about this. I mean, you're going to see drones flying through the air. I mean, people are probably going to get freaked out, I guess, a little bit about it, right? But it will be kind of cool, I guess, because you're going to have drones delivering and not people. I don't know. We'll see. Looks like technology is taking over day in and day out, I guess. It's rapidly increasing as far as technology of where we're going. I mean, it's nuts. They were talking about it in this one show, and I'll bring it up next week, because I'm going to save it. Actually, with Titan Lifestyle with Big Drew, I'm going to talk about it Friday. It's called The Social Dilemma. If you guys have seen it, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, check it out on Netflix and join me Friday on the conversation. But yeah, so technology is just crazy. It's going to advance more and more and more. So we will see how it goes. All right, productivity, lowering in businesses like JP Morgan. So they were talking about, with the pandemic happening, how all you guys all people are staying home right now to work. And especially some of these big firms, and they weren't going to use the office space and stuff like that. They thought it was a good idea, and they thought it was going to work, and they thought it was working until, just recently they started really looking at the numbers at some of these places. And at that point, they're talking about having them come back, I think, September 21st. So that's right around the corner, because they've seen productivity lower on Monday and Friday. So at that point, people are taking off. They're not waking up on Mondays. they're not working as hard. Nobody's there to monitor them. So they've seen a dip in those days, and they are going to come back to the office. So we will see how it goes, man. I mean, I always think it works better if you're in your office space. At home you're really, really comfortable. There's a lot of distractions around, even for me and stuff like that, or anybody else. So at that point, it's hard because if you have your kids at home, especially during the pandemic, right? You had work, you were doing your kids for schooling, homeschooling, stuff like that. There's all different things that would definitely affect productivity if I was looking from an owner on down or a manager's point of view. If I'm looking at the person's point of view, I'm like, listen, there's a lot of things going on. I understand that, but at that point, productivity has to be out there too. So it's just crazy. It's just really nuts how things are going, man. So we will see. We got to embrace it. Yeah, for sure. All right, so change my life. What up, Carl? How you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, so how do you stay ready for the summer during the year? We were talking about this earlier with ending the summer packages and kind of the motivation behind it. Why, because summer is over. Go back to bad eating habits, not exercising, or staying in shape, or staying in the form that you want to be and maintaining at least, or getting better, right? So what are you guys going to do this year around? Is there anything you guys want to change? Now, we've got a couple different ones. 44% said they were going to exercise and have a good diet. And that's the main thing. So exercising, diet, right, and sleep. We talked about sleep earlier. So try to get sleep, because that's the time when you recover and you rebuild muscle and all these good things happen in the body. But that's awesome. So 44%. So you guys are on the right track, right? 10% said mostly exercise. Okay, so at least they're trying to exercise. 3.4% mostly a good diet. Okay, over-the-counter supplements, 13.8%.
That's a lot.
That's not good. If you're using over-the-counter supplements as a crutch to try to maintain or try to keep your summer body, I don't know if that's going to work out pretty well if you're using it as a crutch. It should definitely be exercise and good diet. That's the first thing. Supplementation afterwards. Even with Titan Therapies, I want you guys to have a good foundation of a good nutritional plan, a good exercise plan, or starting somewhere. Even if you haven't exercised ever in your life, hey, listen, you're going to go out and walk. You're going to do something, and that's a form of exercise when you start, or activity. So that's really, really key. 13.8% said Titan Therapies. Awesome. They'll definitely help you guys. But like I said, you guys still want to exercise and have a good diet plan or nutritional plan that's going to help you guys out. Because that's what we're here for. We're here for success. We're here to get you guys results. Now, we can only do so much, okay? There's no magic pill out there. There's no magic injectable. Surgery only helps for so long. So at that point, you need to take control of your body, your lifestyle, and what you're doing. And at that point, implement these things that will help you out the most in everything. Longevity, your health. It's just everything is going to go together with these things. And you got to start off with these little things, okay? I know to you they might not be little, but they're little things. Prescribed medications from other doctors, 13.8%. So it sounds like people are taking phentermine out there or whatever they're going to take medication-wise from doctors. What else can you guys take? I mean, that's pretty much about it. Naltrexone, I know they're using that. Now, naltrexone, it's just really crazy when we start talking about this. So a lot of the pharmacies are pushing naltrexone. I'll talk about what are the top 3 Titan therapies I recommend here in 1 second. So naltrexone's an SSRI, almost like an antidepressant, and they use it because it curbs cravings. So they've been using this as a weight loss medication. They've actually been pairing it up with a couple other medications like bupropion, which is another SSRI. So at that point, they're using brain chemicals to basically trick itself so you don't eat, or it slows down your hunger, which I guess is pretty cool. And they use it for a lot of different cravings from smoking too as well. We haven't got into that. We just don't know about messing with dopamine levels in somebody. I know other doctors think it's very safe. I'm not knocking that. I think maybe it could be, but at that point, we want to make sure it is going to be. All right. What are the top 3 Titan therapies I recommend? My top 3, man, it would probably have to be Titan Trifecta. It would be definitely Hercules Potion, definitely ECA Stack Plus. Now, Titan Complete's in there, right? Now, if I had my top 3, That's a hard one. That's a hard one. It would probably be Titan Complete, or it would be, I do like IGF-1 LR3. I've been using that. That one's pretty good. Been getting there with it. So I've been using it, and it's been working out pretty good. So Titan Trifecta, or you can switch out Titan Complete with the IGF-1 LR3. That was my biggest ones. My man, Big Drew. What up, Big Drew? Nate Brighton here. Vinny, what's going on? Dave, I hope that's cool with your question. Start a community walking team. Yes, absolutely. That's a good idea. So that's pretty much about the show, guys. I went over the summer packages that are ending here soon, so take advantage of them. Tighten Up, ECA Stack Plus, Titan Fat Burning Cream. There's different combinations you get, 1, 2, all 3, and get discounts as far as that goes. So those are the end of summer specials you guys need to take advantage of. All right. Talked about vitamins boosting immune system function that Dr. Fauci was talking about. Vitamin D and vitamin C, both really, really important ones in my opinion too as well. Pepsi releasing a sleep drink. Drift Well. If you guys want something that's probably a little bit better than that, you guys are going to want to definitely check out Titan Serenity. But it's a sleep aid drink that Pepsi is coming out with. Productivity is lowering in businesses. Got to make sure that our productivity is up on the rise. Got to get our economy back, so they're going back to the offices in most of these locations of a lot of these businesses and banks, especially. And then drone deliveries. Walmart, man, they're setting the trend with these drone deliveries. Already starting, already going. So it's just crazy. We will see more of these drones getting, delivering us things, I guess, from a couple different companies very, very shortly in the next couple of years. So I'm kind of excited about it, kind of not, kind of nervous. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please, you guys, if you guys are on Facebook, please share this. If you guys are on Instagram, please tag somebody at, okay? Instagram, you guys are getting these graphics. This is awesome. I'm really, really excited about this. Big Drew, did you see this? Big Drew, we're going to have graphics behind us live. So Facebook and Instagram, you guys are in sync finally, and not the boy band. Thank God. But we're good to go there. So thank you guys. YouTube, check it out. Titan Medical Center. All you got to do is search it out. You guys will see all our awesome videos. And make sure you guys are checking out our stories, Facebook and Instagram. Okay? Twitter especially, guys. Build up that audience. Go there. Check us out. I appreciate it. I'm John from Titan. I'll see you Friday with Big Drew at 2 p.m. You can catch us on Sundays, the Titan Medical Health and Lifestyle Show, 11 a.m. on ABC here in Florida. If not, it'll be on Facebook. And I'll catch you back here every Tuesday, Titan Talk Tuesday, 6 p.m. See you then. Hope you guys have a nice night and a hell of a week. Bye, guys.